Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Snekky and Ma1ne Show. Today it's a very special day. I hope that you can hear us because we are facing a few technical issues. So let's start off and see if Ma1ne Fan is here with us.
I think I'm here. I hope I'm here. Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the Ma1ne Snekky Show. We are having a bit of technical difficulties. My entire setup here decided to not work today. So I've been messing with that for literally the last hour trying to make this work and so we can get live on the air. And so hopefully you can hear me okay. Globo says I'm too low, so hold on.
We are going to hold on.
Let's try that. Is that better? I'm getting this. Something's going on electrically here in my apartment, I think, because I'm getting some kind of very strange electrical buzzing sound kind of coming through my microphone and electrical system here. So I don't really know what's going to happen here. So we're going to do our best and see if we can get through this 2-hour show here with the setup that I have going. So I really apologize, everybody, but we're here, we're live. This is Ma1ne Snekky on MSPWaves. We're celebrating Snekky's 2-year Steem-iversary today. So congratulations, Snekky. You've been on Steem now for 2 years. How does it feel?
Oh my God, I feel so old. Yes, I'm so happy. 2 years, they have flown by like one day I signed up and here I am 2 years later. It's amazing, and most amazing is everybody on the platform that I've met. Oh my God, it made it so much more special.
And I have to say, let's see, how can I do this? Happy Steem-iversary to you. Happy Steem-iversary to you. Happy Steem-iversary, dear Snekky. Happy Steem-iversary to you. How's that?
Oh my God, you did it! Well, everybody in the audience, I have been nagging Ma1ne Fan for I think a year to sing for me. So thank you. That was amazing.
That's the extent of my singing right there. I'm not a singer, so.
I think you should record, just you're like, oh, I want to hear you sing again. Or is that too much?
It might be too much. I'm not sure. We'll have to see, but. We're here, we're live. It's wonderful to have you all here with us. This is Ma1ne Snekky here on MSPWaves. As we mentioned, we're here every Wednesday night from 10 to midnight UTC time, which is 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time right now, but of course the time change will be coming up relatively soon. But always remember, just 10 to midnight UTC time. We are here live on MSPWaves, and normally we sound a lot better. I apologize again for the technical issues, so if we miraculously disappear from the air or something for a minute, just bear with us. I'll get us back on as quickly as possible. But yeah, no, I usually use a nice, DJ mixer that I use for my DJing, and I don't know, I'm getting some kind of crazy electrical buzzing sound through it today. I'm not really sure what it's all about. I don't know if it's a grounding issue. I've tried plugging into multiple different outlets here. But no matter what, there's this strange kind of electrical buzzing noise. But can you hear it, Snekky? Because I can still kind of hear it in my ears right now.
I am a little bit deaf, so I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
It's good.
I don't hear it, just so you know.
Okay. And then the other issue I had at the same time was all of a sudden my laptop, they have the little built-in mouse. Well, that decided to stop working. So I'm scrambling around my apartment trying to find another mouse, and I ended up having to take the one from my desktop computer because all my live stream stuff is on my laptop. So yeah, it was interesting. We ran into a few problems here trying to get on the air, but that's live radio, live podcasting, whatever you want to call it here. So, but we're here, we're live. It's great to have you all here with us. And again, yes, we're celebrating Poetic Snake's 2-year Steem-iversary today. So great to have you all here with us. Hopefully you'll share some of your favorite Snekky moments here in the chat room with us. So if you're listening right now, if you're listening on mspwaves.com or somewhere else possibly, make sure you jump on Discord and chat with us in the Peace, Abundance, Liberty server. Again, that's the home of the Minnow Support Project. And we are chatting in that server in the MSPWaves audience room. So certainly come on and say hello. We are also on D-Live, I believe. So big shout out to everybody who is on D-Live watching today.
Watching,
listening, whatever you're doing.
Oh, they can't see me, right?
I don't think so. No, not this time. Not currently. Someday we'll make you do that.
I think there are some more problems. I think they cannot hear us on Discord.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's not our fault. That's not our fault, though.
No. Oh, Yitnet can hear on Discord. That's
okay.
Good.
Well, isn't Yidneth's in the room here with us, though? That's why.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So Yidneth can hear the room that we are in.
Oh, it's back.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Of course, if you're listening to the recording after the fact, I apologize for this again. Normally this is pretty smooth for us as far as technical difficulties and things like that. We usually don't have too much of an issue, but today the technology is not cooperating with us, so technology.
I think I dropped cake on it. It must be, right? I mean, I lost like 10 cakes that I wanted to bring here, and now they're gone, and I probably think it's in the
Everyone is welcome to have cake today. Lots of apples.
Yes, lots of apples.
Oh, boy. Somebody says, all I'm hearing is weird beeps.
Beep, beep. Oh,
I hope
goody.
That's not all they hear. The other thing I noticed, Snekky, and this is really weird, is so everything crashed on me at the same time today. So the mixer's making a weird noise. My mouse died on my laptop, and then I just noticed if I plug in my charger to my laptop, it makes that noise too. Even worse. So I don't know what's going on. So something electrical or something's happening here. Because no matter what I do, I'm getting some kind of crazy, weird electrical feedback noise through my headphones, which is really strange. But anyway.
Did you invite any aliens, perhaps?
I invited anybody who wanted to show up today to say hi to Snekky. So I see we've got people jumping in here in the live on air room. I don't know what the plan is here for any of the people who are here. I know Snook is here. We're going to do an actual interview with Snook. So that's official. I see Bug IQ has joined us. I see Yidneth has joined us in here. So big shout out to everybody who's in here with us, and welcome.
Yes, welcome. I have a little plan. I don't never stick to the plan.
You planned your own party?
Yeah, and I cry if I want to.
That's the song, right? It's next party, she can cry. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, almost. You did it almost.
But yes, everybody, this is Ma1ne Snekky here on MSPWaves. Of course, everything you hear on this show is strictly just our opinions. We are not financial experts or experts of anything, so don't consider anything we say on this show to be any kind of financial advice or advice of any kind. Of course, everything you hear is just strictly for entertainment purposes only, for educational purposes only. I don't have the big official thing right in front of me, the actual disclaimer. Do you have it? Can you pull up one of our blog posts, Snekky?
Yes, I can do that. 1 second.
Let me make you read it live.
Oh, no. That's awful.
M1 says, I like the topic today. Yeah, it's basically about Snekky today for the most part. We will be interviewing Snook, which will be a separate related topic, of course. But the general overall theme of the show is we're just celebrating Snekky today. She, of course, has been a great friend to a lot of us, a very great addition to the Steem blockchain community. And, of course, she's a curator. She's an artist. She's my co-host on this show. She does a lot of wonderful things out in the Steem community, so we wanted to have a special day for Snekky.
Kind of nervous about it. I have the disclaimer ready, by the way.
You want to read it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Take your time, go for it.
Okay. MSPWaves Radio and its owners take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guest. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of the radio station. The material on this show is provided for educational and informational purposes only. Always do your own research.
Great job.
Was that a good one?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And I'm taking a quick look at my computer here to see what I can do to make my battery last a little longer, because I think I'm going to have to run off my battery tonight. So.
Oh, you are making me so nervous with all this.
Yeah, well, it's not ideal, trust me. But
I trust you.
yeah, I'm gonna put it on a little less bright on my screen. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, so if anybody's got a favorite Snekky moment out there they want to share, or if you want to go check out her blog, might as well post your blog link, Snekky, in the chat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do it up. And everybody can kind of let us know what your, favorite Snekky moment is. That'd be kind of fun.
Yes. And we should start off with Yitnet, by the way, because Yitnet has angry neighbors. And
okay.
So I think we should welcome her first to the show. And I asked her to be here because I like her, and I asked her if she maybe wanted to sing a song for me, and she said yes. So
all right.
Yitnet, are you there?
Yitnet.
Hi. Sure. Let me put the coin. First, I'm going to post a little greeting to you on the Discord chat.
Oh.
That's for you.
Thank you.
Get ready. Well, that's for you.
Oh, you guys should look at that. That's amazing. Thank you, Yitnet.
And I'm going to sing you a song. It's a very quiet song because, as I told you, it's past midnight here. And I'm with the headphones so they can listen to the piano, but just in case I choose a quiet one. And it's about not limit ourselves, just like our thoughts are boundless and everything that we can imagine. If we move forward to our dreams, we can tumble down all the barriers that are in our head and just be dreamers and move towards them. So this is Untrodden Land.
Once you wander the woods away.
thank you so much. That was totally amazing. How did you guys like it? Ma1ne, could you hear everything?
I was clapping, yes.
Yes, you should clap. Thank you so much, Yitnat. Oh, amazing. What a wonderful song.
Yes, great job.
Thanks. It's a song that actually it's never been released. It will be in my next album, so it's kind of only being played on over here in the STEEMIT and Discord only. So it's kind of just like a VIP thing. And happy Steem-iversary again from me and Foo and Cheese.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for taking the time to be on with us for a few minutes. Really means a lot. And I hope that we can chat again soon and maybe bring you back on the show.
All right.
Ma1ne, are you still here, Ma1ne?
Yes, I'm still here. I didn't want to cut her off, but yes. Thank you, Yitnat, so much for joining us. That was wonderful. You can jump on any time with us. So, yes, that was wonderful. Hope you all enjoyed it. She says it's now safe for the neighbors, so.
Yes, it is.
Well, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Welcome, everybody. You are listening to Ma1ne Snekky here on MSPWaves. I go by the username Main Event on STEEMIT. I just spell it with the number 1. She is, of course, Poetic Snake.
That's me. Yes.
That's you. And she's celebrating 2 years on the platform. So, Snekky, looking back 2 whole years ago, did you really think that you would still be here today?
Honestly, no. After the first few weeks, I thought, no, this is not going to be my thing. And I stayed anyways because, trying things out. And it was hard because I came here to share my poetry, but and very dark story. So there wasn't really an audience for it back then, I guess. So I changed things up after a while, and then it started to pick up, and it started to become amazing. But yeah, if looking back, no, I didn't think I would be here if it wouldn't be for the community, the friends I've made here. I think I would have stopped a long time ago.
Now that you've been here for 2 whole years, what keeps you here? You mentioned the community, of course, but what kind of keeps you here on the Steem blockchain?
What keeps me here?
Yeah.
Apples. No, I really like reading, so that's one of the things that keeps me here. But other than that, it's the amazing community and the friends that I've met and the groups that I'm in. It's just, I'm kind of addicted to it, to the friendships and to the connections that you make. And it is marvelous to see how, a platform gets built up from the start and develops in time. So I also like to stay for that, to see where it will go. That's also keeping me here, even though I don't like changes, by the way. Every little update pushes me and I'm going like, oh no, not again. And then after a few days, I'm very thankful for the new update.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's changed a lot in 2 years because you were pretty much here right near the beginning, right?
Yeah, I think a few weeks after, maybe 3 months. I'm not quite sure on that, but yeah, I started out right at the beginning. A friend told me about it, and he said that he found this amazing platform where you can write and maybe earn some money. And I had a look at it, and yeah, never left.
And, of course, everybody who's joining us, welcome. Again, we are celebrating Snekky's 2-year Steem-iversary, and coming up a little bit later here in the show, we're also going to have Snook on the show as well. So we're going to do an interview with them, and so stick around. Also, be sure to keep sharing in the audience chat your favorite Snekky moments or your favorite things you like about Miss Snekky here. This is like the Snek celebration, the Snekabration. You
just want me to blush all evening.
I was saying all kinds of funny names of it this week.
Oh,
the slithering celebration or the slither something. I was trying to come up with funny names with Snek in it.
Yeah, the slithering snack show. I don't know.
Of course,
maybe a bit much.
What's that?
I don't know. Did I say anything?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Like I said, again, if you're just joining us, welcome, and I apologize. We're having some tech issues today. none of my electronics seem to be cooperating, and I'm hearing that people are having problems listening on Discord right now too. So apologies for that. Hopefully you're able to hear us. Hopefully you're hearing us on MSPWaves.com or on DLive. And hopefully the Discord stream will come back. You may have to completely maybe log out of Discord and go back. I don't know. But yeah, we're here. We've got a bunch of people listening here and chatting with us in Discord. So big shout out to everybody. We got quite a few people here, Snekky, to say hi to you. So
yeah, it makes I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's amazing to see all those names and what they like. I'm getting so many apples. I will be so fat.
Here, let me. I gotta throw one in the chat here too because I haven't done it yet. Okay, there we go.
Even more apples
everywhere. Yes, apples for Snekky.
Yes.
Of course, if you're interested in joining us on the show sometime, certainly let us know. All you have to do is send either one of us a message on Discord or steam.chat, and we'd love to have you on the show sometime. We are going to do an interview this week. We hadn't done any interviews for a couple of weeks, but it's nice to have another Steemian joining us on the show. Of course, we just had Yidneth here with us singing a song, which was wonderful. But yeah,
it was absolutely wonderful, yes.
But you're, of course, welcome to join us on the show sometime. If you've got something you're working on or you just want to say hello to the community or whatnot, we'd be happy to have you on the show sometime. So certainly send us a message on Discord or steam.chat.
Yeah, we go there too.
Mandel Sage is in the chat. Shout out to you. They're asking for the DLive link. So if anybody has the DLive link handy and they can throw that in the chat, that would be wonderful. We may need to just probably keep posting that, Snekky, for people throughout the show.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because it sounds like people are having issues. So if you're able to find that for me, sorry. I'm kind of useless right now as far as the computer aspect of this goes because I'm down to the one computer that we're streaming off of, and I'm running off its battery. So I don't want to be doing too much here as far as clicking around and typing and stuff. So I'm going to make you do some work today, Snekky, even though it's your Steem-iversary.
That's awful, making people work on their day. No, it's good.
Graylin says that Discord is back. So, okay. So, hopefully everybody's hearing us loud and clear. I know there might be a slight, electrical little sound in the background, and I do apologize for that. My entire audio equipment is malfunctioning today, and I have no idea what's causing it. So,
aliens.
I'm disappointed. I'm bummed, but we're here. We're live again. So, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, the battery. Yeah, we're running off the battery here. And it's funny because we got a little over an hour and a half left of the show, and it says I have an hour and 34 minutes of battery. So
oh, stop clicking. Never click anything.
So we'll have to see what happens here. We're going to be flying by the seat of our pants, I guess. We're going to have to, Rondon or Globo, if you're listening out there, we might need to end just a couple minutes early. I'll keep you posted, but we're gonna get through this together. This is what happens.
And my Discord keeps getting red instead of green as well. So
oh really?
Let's hope everything will be. Yeah, it's that kind of day, I guess.
Oh, Graylin says he lied. That was just DLive unmuting. So apparently Discord is not back, but that's okay. As long as people are hearing us in some form or fashion, just maybe keep posting that DLive link. Johnny Clearwater posted it for us. Thank you, Johnny Clearwater. Shout out to you.
Yes.
I see Sim Girl in the audience, Mandel Sage, Graylin, Yidneth. Let me scroll back up here.
No, don't you be clicking.
Eco Instant. Pendaris. I hope I'm saying these names right. I'm terrible at this. I probably shouldn't be the one doing this. I saw Crimson Clad up there. Big shout out to everybody who is chatting with us. Is anybody chatting on DLive? That's the other thing. We could be seeing some comments there too as well. Feel free to leave us some comments. Give a shout out to Snekky for her Steem-iversary. 2 years. She's like a Steem OG.
Granny?
Steem Granny.
Steem Granny.
Hashtag Steem Grannies.
I also would like to mention that later on also the Buckeye Q will be joining us on air.
Okay, you
For
just let me
everybody who loves
know.
the Buckeye.
You just
Sorry?
let me know. You let me know when that's happening. You're in charge today. So.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, we'll see what happens here. But yeah, you're in charge. It's all about Snekky today, and yeah, it's your Steem-iversary. So we want to give you a shout out because I know I certainly appreciate you. You've done a lot for me in my Steam career. You know, you were one of the first people that I really ever chatted with, and kind of got to know better outside of just commenting on posts or something like that. Of course, we had you on the show. Originally, it was just me by myself, and you joined me as a guest, and eventually became the co-host, and that's wonderful, and I certainly appreciate all you've done for me, so thank you.
It's my pleasure, honestly, to be working with you and doing the radio show. And yeah, you were one of the first people I started to chat with as well. And outside the normal posting and stuff. And yeah, so thank you for everything that you do, because you do a lot as well. I don't know any technical things, and I always go to you for that.
We literally got on the air 10 seconds before showtime.
But you made it.
I asked her, I said, how much time do we have? She's like, 10 seconds. Okay. So, I mean, thankfully I do this. I kind of do this stuff for a living for the most part, like DJing and radio work and stuff, but this is my own home personal equipment, and it's gotten me through many, many years of being on the road, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's getting a little tired and having some issues. So
maybe it's time for something new.
Probably is, honestly. Yeah, thankfully I'm done my gigs for the summer, so I've got a break here where if I need to replace some equipment, I can do that, and it's looking like it's probably needing to be happened. The other thing is, it could just be something weird going on electrically here in my area, because like I said, even if I plug in my charger to my laptop, it's sending like a weird electrical sound through the audio system. So that doesn't really make any sense either. So I don't really know what's going on. Like you said, maybe it's aliens. I don't know.
Yeah, or what if the system is telling you that you should take a vacation because you work so hard?
It's possible. I mean, maybe they don't want us to do this show today. They're like, no Ma1ne Snekky for you.
Do you think that the aliens would do such a thing?
I
Because
hope
in
not.
that case, I hope not too.
Anyway, well, where should we go from here? We're half hour into the show here, Snekky. We could bring Snook on if Snook's
Yes.
ready to chat with us. Snook, are you there?
I am here.
Am
Hello.
I saying your username correctly?
Yes.
Okay,
You are.
making sure. I'm terrible at saying usernames out loud. I'm terrible at that, so I just wanted to make sure.
No, yeah. There's many different accents to the Snook, but that's what it's Snook.
Okay. Now, remind our audience, whereabouts in the world are you this evening, if you don't mind telling us? What country are you in?
I am in the U.S., in the state of Wisconsin.
Wonderful. And
Yeah.
how long have you been on the Steem blockchain so far, would you say?
In August, it'll be a year.
1 year. So you're celebrating just about a year. I celebrated my 1 year back in May, and Snekky's now 2 years. So we've all been here for a little while now. What brought you here originally? Do you remember how you found your way here?
Yes. My son, Eco Instant, found Steem and tried to talk me into coming on. And because he thought I was interesting. So I don't think I was that interesting. So I talked Sim Girl into coming on instead, hoping to deflect the attention from me. And then they both got on my case. And then I got here.
I like that they both got on your case. Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be here right now.
No, I wouldn't. And I wouldn't if it wasn't for the two of them. Yeah.
It would be awkward silence.
It would be a really quiet Steem-iversary right now.
Yeah, I agree. Are you going to sing the ABC now?
No, I'm not.
Just checking, just checking.
Well, a big shout out, of course, to Eco Instant and Sim Girl. They're in the audience chat right now. Yes,
Yeah.
teamwork, they're saying. Yes, teamwork.
Yeah.
Teamwork is always good.
It is. It is, very much so.
And were you a content creator before you joined STEEMIT or anything else like that? Were you blogging before or?
No, I didn't. I really didn't do. I played video games, which now is actually helping me out because it gives me something to use with my videos and things that I've been doing now. So no, that was why I really didn't want to come here, because I really had no idea what I was going to do. And it actually worked out really nice. Marion West started the free write initiative, I guess would be the word, a little bit after I started, and I was one of the first ones that started writing that, and it gave me something to write every day. So in reality, she was the one that kept me here, because it gave me something to start writing about. You get, I don't know if you know about the free writes, you get a prompt every day and you write, and the rules were that there was no rules. You couldn't do any wrong. And I'm like, well, I can do that, because everybody's like talking about having perfect posts and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that's not me. I write stories in my head and I tell stories, but I never actually wrote them down. And so that gave me the confidence to start posting. And then that community gave me the confidence with the positive feedback to keep going. And I haven't really stopped since.
Well, I'm happy that you didn't stop. And yes, we had Marion West on the show a few weeks ago, I think, right, May?
Yes. Yep. It's been a little bit, I think, but yes, they were on the show.
Yeah, I always enjoy reading the entries people do for the free write, because yeah, it's stimulating, it's inspiring, and you can let go of the rules and just write. You know, you put a little alarm clock or whatever, and you just go with the flow, and that's actually what I like to do as well. And if you do that with a free write, you know, you can come up with a few diamond posts.
Yeah, you can. And then the rules are, people can take the rules and use them any way they want. So now that I've been doing it a while, a long while, what I'll do is, there's a story I'm I am writing now, that when I have time, I'll take that day's free write prompt and then I write for longer than 5 minutes now, and I edit it and that. But I still go back and use it, and I'm still sometimes when I have time, I try to help out where I can at the Free Write House. They have a page now, and so it's growing quite a bit from what I think there was like 6 of us that got to know each other just by writing every day, and we were the only 6 that were doing it. So you get to know those 6 people and make friends. And so, yeah, form a community. So that made a big difference. A
big difference is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious, so you've been here now almost a year. Are there some other Steemians you want to give a shout out to? We kind of always give a chance for our guests to give some Steemian shout outs, or if there's any, other projects you're working on or communities you want to mention or anything like that. We'll kind of hand the microphone over to you. So if there's any people or projects or places you want to talk about while you're here.
Well, yeah, I belong to the Alliance, Ingenuity, is the head of the alliance, and actually at that point when I joined there, I was ready to leave STEEMIT, and he's the one who we had a really good heart-to-heart talk, and he actually kept me on STEEMIT again, and the alliance is a family organization, which is what I really like. There was the only rule is that be nice to your family members and help support them, and that rule I could live with. So that meant a lot to me. And from there, me and Sim Girl did the Bad Karaoke, which is still going on. So there's a page called the Bad Sim Girl and Snook page that you can follow, the Bad Karaoke, and that's about having fun. It's not about what you sound like. It's about your enthusiasm and that kind of thing. And from there, I met Surpassing Google, and I've been really into the U-logs, which are very free. They're a lot like the free rights in that there's no rules and you can't do any wrong. But the U-logs are to put everybody on the same playing field. And he's an amazing person to talk to. And so I'm quite involved in that. And then I just started a new show called Panther Optional, which is I interview Steemians, and we can't talk about Steem. So basically, can two Steemians be in the same room together at the same time and not talk about Steem? And there was, yes, I do not like rules. If you give me rules, I don't follow them nor read them, quite honestly. Oh, thank you. And yes, the Jack Miller one is if you're going to watch one of them, watch that one. You will. I don't know anybody that hasn't seen it and laughed. I mean, until they had tears coming out of their eyes, and I had to. There were times I couldn't breathe when I was doing that interview. So
aren't that the best interviews?
Oh, yeah, it was great. So I've been having a ton of fun. There are a lot of work, a lot of editing, so my editing skills are definitely being tested with that. And but they're a lot of fun. I have some lined up already. Yesterday I just did Saphasera, which she usually doesn't get on voice. So I was actually working on editing that one today. So you can actually hear Saphasera talking, which is going to be really neat. And then me and Artemis North, out of the blue, a couple 3-4 days ago, started a new show called Third World Problems, and it's a late night talk show because it's adult content, and they're swearing, and there's a ton of laughs. And we've been having, we just did one last night again. So they just pop up whenever. But they're just a ton of fun. And quite honestly, all that probably wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't met Shadow's Pup. It's really all her fault in the end. So there you go.
It's certainly.
So
I just wanted to comment real quick on that, if you don't mind. It's really cool to see how people like yourself and myself and Snekky, how we kind of joined Steem, not really knowing what we were going to end up doing here, and now we're hosting podcasts and interview shows and all of these things. And would you have ever expected that joining Steem would lead to something like that for you?
Absolutely not. No, not at all. I mean, I was this morning, I was writing down, kind of my journey, because we had DM'd a little bit between us. And I was like, holy cow, I've, from somebody that came that couldn't write a sentence that actually made any sense, and never wrote poetry, never did any of that stuff. I mean, I flunked English in high school and had to take it over, to writing, winning poetry contests and interviewing people and talking to people. Just amazes me, and I love meeting new people and getting to know people, and so it's really been a godsend in a lot of ways that people don't even know about, mentally and physically and in all kinds of ways like that. So yeah, it's no, I would never have thought that ever. So this is the one from last night. It's a little long, but it's Artemis North. If you don't know, she is the funniest person around. She is just a stitch. She cracks me up. She can say 2 words and I will start laughing. And behind the face rig is what we use. So those are the and we change characters and stuff while we're doing it, and talking about life and kids and being old and you know, kind of adult things. So that's why it's usually 11 o'clock my time, I think midnight her time, because she's in Canada. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's been really, really funny. I mean, I go to bed just laughing, just laughing from that. And no, I wouldn't have thought that, because I don't actually think I'm that funny. So, and the whole thing's been just a whirlwind since I got here, quite honestly.
Yeah, it's always we always hear people saying, and we've kind of said ourselves, you know, like 1 month on Steam is like a year in real life.
It is. There's like Steam time.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've been here for a year, and it certainly feels like a lot longer than a year. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, and 2 years ago. Oh wait, no, well maybe last month.
Yeah, there's
And
definitely
then
different.
You realize you haven't been here 2 years, but it feels like it.
And then we have Snekky, who's been here 2 years for real.
Yeah, which blows my mind.
Is that like 10 years then?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like in dog years, that type of thing. You know, Steam time
Yeah.
is like everything's extended.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like what is that, dog years? 1 year is like 12 years or something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might explain the gray hairs though.
Well, mine's all white, so.
I don't mind.
But yeah, there's definitely people that if it wasn't for certain people along the way, I wouldn't have been here. So the community is a huge thing. It's huge. Absolutely huge.
What was the first community that you joined? Do you remember?
The first community that I joined for myself was the Alliance. Yeah, that was.
And right now, all the communities on the left on your Discord, it must be huge.
I don't actually. Not really. No, because I don't like to join Discords that I know I don't have time to do what they want me to do.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have Pal in there because Sim Girl was in there, and we did the Sim Your Life show. But yeah, I like to, if I'm in a Discord group, I like to be active. But right, lately my son and daughter-in-law are visiting, so this month has been a little crazy. It's not my normal schedule. But yeah. So no, actually I keep it pretty I mean, I know some people that are in like 50 of them. And I'm like, I know I'm not going to get to 50 of them, so I don't click on the links.
I think Ma1ne has 50 at least.
No,
Yeah.
I've only got like maybe 12 or so right now. I cut back on a bunch too, and I like that philosophy that you have, that if you're going to join the group, you want to be able to actually contribute and be there and be active. That's a great thing. I
Right.
think a lot of people do just join a lot of servers just for the sake of doing it, or who knows why. Maybe they're trying to get in the post-promotion rooms or whatever their reasoning is. But being active in a community does help a lot. So, if you are going to join a Discord server, yeah, I would go with that philosophy, that join the ones that you're actually going to be able to be active in, and things like that. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't, if I'm not active in a Discord server, I don't drop a link to a post, because those people, that bothers me when I see that, because you don't see them any other place except for when they drop a link. But that's a personal thing.
Right.
So yeah, that's, I don't know. I just try to I like to make people laugh. I thank people when they make me laugh, because laughter, everybody needs it. And even when the price of Steem was up, there's always undercurrents of things going on, and everybody needs laughter in their life.
Yeah, I could
So
not agree more with you on that one.
yeah, so if I can make somebody laugh, that's my biggest joy, quite honestly. But yeah, and I've been having fun writing children's stories that I've always been writing in my head. So that has been the greatest gift too for me, is to the other day I wrote another children's story, and there's a follower that I have. His name is Len George, and he does his historical stuff. But it's like just facts. And we ended up finding each other, and I'm not exactly sure how, but he gives me, he's always there to encourage me. And he's like, I don't know how old he is. Let's just say over 70. And to have somebody like that read your stuff and then offer you encouragement, it just gives you that extra little boost. And where else would you get that except for STEEMIT?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I like to think and say it a lot, that the community here is so much different than all the other places that I've been. I've shared my stories or my paintings on different platforms, but here people, if you struggle or whatever, everybody is willing to help. At least 99% is willing to give you that helping hand and guide you, give you nice feedback, instead of, telling you to shut up and take your business elsewhere. Here it is so different, and I really, really enjoy that.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's just amazing. And I like honest criticism. I mean, if you don't like something, well, tell me why. And I don't mind that. I mean, and I love it when people go, well, because I don't spell and I don't type very well. So if I have a spelling error, please tell me, because I'll go in and fix it. I'd rather have somebody tell me that I have a spelling error than not.
Yes, me too. And
yeah,
people contact me a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's okay, you learn from it. And criticism, it's also the way you take it, and also the way it's brought to you. But
right, you don't want, well, your stuff is really crap. Well, no, thank you. Please don't say that. You could say it to me in a DM, but please don't leave me a comment like that, because I probably won't answer very nicely to you. But
before coffee, don't text me at all.
Like, yes. Poor Shadows. I called her. I did a video, and I typed Shadows Spud, And I was like, ah. So I had to go in, and it's her name. So I had to go in and fix it. And then you got to, re-render it and re-upload it and all that. And I was just like, and I think I fixed that one. I think I spelled her name wrong like 5 times on that thing. And I kept showing it to her. And because by then I had no idea what was right and what was wrong, because I kept reading it right and it was wrong. And that was the funniest thing. That was hilarious. I was ready to throw the computer out the window.
Those were so precious.
Sounds like some kind of superhero or something, or evil villain. Shadow Spud. Like an evil potato or something. That's funny.
It was just like, oh my God. And I think I posted it at night and woke up to the thing. And then I had spelled it wrong, and I'm thinking, oh God, it was there for 7 hours. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, that's good. That's good times. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't say much. When I pronounce a lot of these usernames, I mispronounce them too. So the names that come out are pretty funny sometimes. But
that's why I love it if you do it.
I know. It's funny. Now everybody's commenting in the chat about it. That's funny.
Well, it's hard sometimes because I read things one way and I don't remember names, and then I usually make up names for people too. So
that works.
It's much easier to use your own names you made up for people. You just need to remember not to call them.
Right.
Yes,
exactly. That's exactly it. You go, and then it's like, oh, I should.
Well, it's like you, Poetic Snake. You're Poetic Snake, but a lot of people just call you Snekky, so they go to look for you on STEEMIT, and they're typing in @Snekky, and you're not there,
yeah.
So, it's one of those things.
When I just started, I kept writing my own name wrong. I kept writing snail instead of snack, so I don't know. It's just, my fingers, they do things. Sometimes I feel like a snake, and the other days I feel like a snail.
Yeah, that's why I picked. Well, one of the reasons why I went with Snook, because I figured I can't really mess it up, but I have actually. I've done SNNOK, and it's like, really, not that hard of a name, but I've messed up my own name.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool that you're now doing all these shows and you're finding new ways to create content that maybe you had never thought of before. And see, that's one of the beauties of joining the Steem blockchain, in my opinion. And of course, everything on this show is just our opinion, but it creates opportunities for people that maybe you never would have thought of before. Like, I certainly never would have guessed I'd be doing this, show, podcast, whatever you want to call it, here with people from all over the world. I mean, Poetic Snake joins me every week all the way from the Netherlands. We've had guests on here from all over the world. I never ever would have imagined that from this community and when I first signed up. I remember when I first got my profile, I had no clue what I was going to do. I was like, well, I'll just look at what other people are doing and follow along, I guess. I never would have guessed that it would lead to this today. And it's really cool to see that you've had kind of a similar thing happen to you, where you maybe were on the verge of leaving at one point, and now here you are with all these other projects and things happening now.
Yeah, it's I was at a real low point, quite honestly, in my life when I started STEEMIT. And everybody around me, and especially like my husband, has really noticed how much it's helped, because I'm home by myself quite a bit, and being able to help other people. For me, it's mostly behind the scenes, and to interact with people that are creative and people that understand you. I think it's one of those things where, if you grew up creative, those are the stuff that you got yelled. That's the stuff you got yelled at for when you were a kid.
Yes.
because you were making stories in your head, or you'd sit down and and play in the grass and make up a story about, I don't know, worms or whatever. So, but then you got yelled at because you weren't taking punishment like you were supposed to, just sit there and cry or whatever. And then to come and be around a bunch of creative people that actually get you, and be able to offer advice and different things. Deranged Vision is the one that comes to mind. When he first got here, I read his first post, and he amazes me because he was at a pretty low point in his life, and I gave him some advice, and I mean, he's taken off like, a rocket. And he hasn't been here that long, and it seems like he has because he's all over the place now. But I still remember his first post, and it's really neat to see that it, like you said, it doesn't happen for everybody, or it does happen to more than just one person if you let it. You have to be open to it, though. To realize that people actually like your stuff, and I think that's still my hardest thing to deal with is that things that I used to get made fun of is actually people really like. It's a hard concept to turn around in your head after so many years.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time. I went through the same. It's like, if you make art, or you make a drawing, you make a drawing and you put all your feelings in it, and sharing that is like sharing a piece of your soul, of yourself. And I always get scared when I push post, still.
Yeah.
Even after all this time, I've been sharing my artwork and other creative stuff on other platforms before, and still after 8 or 10 years, I'm still nervous every time I push that button.
Well, because it's part of you. It's part of who you are. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's amazing that you can connect with people who feel the same way, and you can, if you come together, your confidence and stuff, it builds. It becomes better, knowing that you are understood.
Yeah, it really does. But underneath that is still, I'll leave my friends. So was it any good?
Yeah, I do that too. And you just say that because you're my friend.
Right. Yeah. So then you find, are you gonna? I want the truth, and they're like, it's good, just relax. And it's like, no, you're just being.
It's like if you look at your own work, I often have that. If I look at my own work, the first thing that comes to my mind is, well, a 3-year-old could do this. It's like, it's always in the back of my head, and it's because of this place, STEEMIT, and the people who are here, who lift you up, and who are not shy to tell you if there is something really wrong in your work, but give you the right feedback. It makes you it makes you a little bit more confident. But in the back of your head, like Shadow Pop saying, then comes the bullshit. You start to talk to yourself like, oh, a 3-year-old could do this. I'm not going to share this. This is, whoa. Well, I'm not sure. I should throw this away.
Oh, no. She literally said bullshit to me in a radio show.
That's good. Why not?
She meant that literally.
Are you still with us, Ma1ne?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening.
I'm sorry. I'm talking too much.
Oh no, don't be sorry. That's what the whole point of this show is. They hear me talk all the time. It's nice to hear somebody else talk.
But that show was hilarious because I was pulling I don't know about being a writer, and I got bullshit, and I was like, well, what do you say to that when Shadows tells you bullshit? Nothing.
Nothing. You just shut up and you nod like, yes, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
When the shadow tells you to do something, you do it. You don't hesitate.
No.
You go.
That's funny.
And I was like, well, alrighty then. So yeah. I'm a little addicted to STEEMIT now, just a tad.
Well, Poetic Snake, why don't you share her blog one more time, just in case people are just jumping in here. I'm seeing some other names kind of just joining us here. So we are chatting with Snook today. So big shout out to Snook, and feel free to check out the blog on STEEMIT. It's at SNOOK. There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Snekky.
You're welcome.
All
now
right.
I have to find the other text again.
Snook, are there other Steemians you want to give a shout out to other than the ones you've mentioned or anything like that? Or have you kind of hit on most of the people that you interact with, on a daily basis?
Just everybody that reads my posts and offers me encouragement. I talk to a lot of different people every day, quite honestly. And Yeneth, we talked yesterday. Anyway, long story. But everybody that puts up with me, I guess, is really what it amounts to. And there's a lot of people that put up with me. So I appreciate it. Blah, 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 long story, mysterious. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That was me and Yeneth's talk.
Of course, if anyone in the audience chat right now has questions for Snook, feel free to ask away. We'll, of course, let you decide which ones you want to answer. Poetic Snake, of course, if you've got more questions, feel free to jump in here. But yeah, if anybody's got questions for Snook, feel free to put those in the live audience chat right now.
Yeah, we love questions, right?
And
sure.
Let's see here. Yes, I know people are jumping in saying they can't hear us on Discord, so we do apologize for that. I know most of you are probably listening to us right now either on DLive or MSPWaves.com, so thank you for taking the extra step there to listen to us on those platforms. So thank you so much. This is why we have multiple ways to listen to the show, just in case something fails. And yeah, it looks like Discord's still having a little bit of issue, but shout out to everybody who is listening. This is Ma1ne Snekky here on MSP Waves. Again, just a reminder, we are having some technical difficulties today with the equipment. My entire sound system, setup, laptop, everything is giving me a lot of problems today. And for some reason, my charger for my laptop seems to be one of the issues. So I'm running off my battery right now, so I apologize if we end up having to leave a few minutes early today. But we're going to go here as long as we can. And we are visiting with Snook today, and it is, of course, Snekky's 2 Year Steem-iversary. So we're having a slithering Snekky celebration today.
Oh, that's kind of cool. The slithering celebration. Everybody drop some cake. Well, in chat, that is not on the floor. That would be sad.
If we drop it on the floor, Yidneth's little friends there look like they've got it under control. So.
Yeah, that's true. They are so cute.
All right. So yes, if anybody does have questions, feel free to let us know here in the chat or in a DM or whatnot. And yeah, or Snook, if you had anything else, of course, you wanted to mention while you're here on the show, certainly, go right ahead. But we're certainly happy to have you here with us.
Oh, can I pinpoint what is my favorite moment on STEEMIT song? I would have to say that the late night talk that I had with Ingenuity. But it really changed my outlook on a lot of things, and STEEMIT and the platform, and gave me a lot of what's the word? Confidence, I guess, is what it was. That there was people that that really were standing behind me. You know, more than, and I don't mean this in a bad way, more than my son and I've known Sim girl for over about 10 years now. So, yeah. So it was yeah, that would probably be the thing I will always remember the most.
Well, that's awesome.
Somebody that had just met me, that took the time out to really get to know me more and find out what the core of what was wrong and deal with it in a very nice and loving way. That was just amazing to me, quite honestly. So I would say that. And my son keeps asking about D-Live. I used to play a game called Rift, and I built dimensions. And so that's actually a really good idea, is to go through them live on D-Live. So I will keep that in mind, sweetie.
Cool. Awesome. Again, everybody,
Yes.
we are visiting with Snook. And go ahead. Sorry. No, go right ahead.
Well, Shadow just says, when strangers become friends. Absolutely. Yes, it is priceless. Because I've met and become very good friends with people that I've been really lucky on STEEMIT. I had one really bad experience, and other than that, quite honestly, it's just been, that's another reason I don't go into a lot of other different Discords either. Because I don't need the, I mean, you could get into a fight with somebody every day on Discord for STEEMIT. And I don't need that. I need the opposite of that. So I surround myself with really wonderful people that, that makes it as special as it is. Surpassing Google would be one of them. And Darren goes there and plays on Saturdays. And that's a really beautiful Saturday Discord show that he runs. He explains the U-logs and behind him and his visions, and then they have basically bad karaoke for oh gosh, like he's up for like 10 hours that day, singing and talking and all that. In Steam Gigs, the Steam Gigs Discord server. But so that's been real inspirational for me too, is getting in touch with Surpassing Google. And then you have people like Jack Miller, who just is Jack Miller. So, yeah.
Well, I just want to say that it's really amazing that we had you here with us today on the show, and I want to say thank you so much for the joy that you bring to the platform, and you really, really do. And I look forward to it, to connecting with you and to hear your story. And it was amazing. So I want to say thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Yes, thank you, Snook. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us today and tell us about your Steam journey and all the different projects you're working on and the people that you interact with. Snekky, if you want to share the blog links one more time, feel free. And yes, Snook, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for joining us today on Ma1ne Snekky.
Oh, you're very welcome, and thank you for having me.
All right, everybody. So that was our interview and chat with Snook today. So you can find her on STEEMIT at SNOOK, Snook, on STEEMIT. Yes. So thank you so much.
Yes, that was amazing. I hear myself.
You hear yourself?
Yes, I was hearing myself. That was really weird. That was a weird moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're having technical difficulties today, folks, so I apologize. We're doing our best to get through it here. I'm running off a laptop battery right now that is at 38%, so hopefully we're going to be able to make it through the rest of the show here. So Thank you all for bearing with us here. This is Ma1ne Snekky here on MSPWaves. Normally we don't have these kind of issues. It's completely my fault, so I am taking 100% blame for this one. Sorry, Snekky, on your Steem-iversary show even.
Hey, it's my party, and we can cry together if you want to.
I almost did. I was really sad because I was like, of course this has to happen on the day that Snekky has her 2-year Steem-iversary celebration. Of course, my equipment decides to die on me, so.
Or maybe it's my karma. You never know.
Well, Discord's apparently not really working for people today either, as far as listening to this show. Somehow we're able to do this chatting together somehow, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, my Discord keeps, going from green to orange to red, so
yeah,
it's just one of those days.
It is. But yes, thank you to Snook for joining us today, and a big shout out to everybody who is tuning in today. We've got a massive live audience today. Awesome to see. We really, really appreciate it. Again, we are here every Wednesday from 10 to midnight UTC time here on MSP Waves. We call this show Ma1ne Snekky, and it's basically just a general Steem community discussion for the most part. We used to do mostly just interviews on the show. Every single week we'd have 2 to 3 guests on the show. We've kind of switched gears now and just kind of going to go with the flow a little bit and see what each week brings us, and we're certainly glad that all of you take the time to join us each and every Wednesday. We do, of course, post the recording of the show on STEEMIT as well. I share it right on my blog, and then, of course, Snekky will do posts about the show as well. So certainly check out our blogs and the content we create as well if you're interested. Snekky, of course, a very talented artist, a curator, and all of that stuff. So she's got a lot of cool things to check out. I do a little bit of photography and some videos and nature videos and things like that. Of course, curation as well. And then, of course, we do these radio shows every week. So certainly wonderful to have you all check out the blogs. And Snekky just shared mine in the chat. Snekky, share yours too, of course.
Okay.
She's a spammer today. No, just kidding.
Oh, yes, and I have to do it all.
I
You're
know.
making me work here.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wish I could help.
It's okay. I don't want you to push any buttons.
I know. I'm like using my phone to try to type to the show hand over people just in case we have to maybe end a few minutes early, and then I've got this running here, and it's been crazy, but we're here, we're live, and hopefully it sounds okay for everybody out there. But yeah, we'll be back on track next week. I'll make sure to have all these technical difficulties straightened out. I even started looking at this stuff like an hour before the show, and it literally took me that whole hour to try to troubleshoot and figure out what was going on. So crazy.
Almost 10 seconds.
crazy. But we're here, so.
Yes, and that's awesome. Considering.
I see you've got a guest here.
Yes.
Hanging out in the chat. Bug IQ. Is the Bug IQ there?
Maybe he's on.
Maybe? Is that what he said?
Yeah, you have to lure him in.
All right. Here, Buggy. No, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Where's my cookies?
Ah, see? Snekky,
Yeah,
that's your
them.
job. You're supposed to bring the cookies.
No.
Yeah, they're all in my belly.
Cookie monster.
Yeah, Cookie Snekky.
It is her party,
That's true. I'll cry too.
Yeah, well, honestly, we cry a lot together.
You'd cry too if it happened to you.
Absolutely. I'm going to say absolutely a whole lot now that he's here.
Yeah, please do.
So yeah, I asked the Bug, if he would be here on this show as well, because I love him. And I'm kind of a big fan of him, and he knows it. And he said yes. So, yeah, everybody meet the Bug IQ, and maybe you can tell the audience a little shortly who you are and what you do.
Oh man, well, I play music for a living in Canada, and Shadow Spud introduced me to STEEMIT.
You said it.
Shadow Spud.
Said what?
Shadow Spud.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Maybe.
Oh, we love you, Shadows Pub. That's funny.
We
So
need to make her a. We need to make her a potato gun.
yeah, we should.
That's funny.
So yeah, I asked Bert if he would, join us and sing us a song. And I'm not sure if he's going to do it. Are you going to sing us a song, Bert?
I might. I mean, the ones that you like off my album, we could just play. You know, like the MSP has that, but I don't know if Ma1ne has access to the.
No, I don't. Unfortunately, we're kind of extremely limited today with what we can do. Unfortunately,
I can play live. There's a couple that Snekky likes, and then there's this one that. Snekky, have you heard that one that it's never been recorded? Easy Come, Easy Go. Did you ever hear that one?
No, I don't think so.
I want to do that one, and then if you want the other two, you can have them as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, why don't you do the one that's never been recorded for us? That way we don't run into any issues.
But I think I've played it before on STEEMIT. I can't remember when or where.
Okay.
I like his music. Oh.
Use my special heavy-duty military German spoon to hold down my push-to-talk button. What key is this song in, though? Just because I'm Canadian, I'm going to say it's in the key at A. Does that sound okay for you guys?
Yes.
See what that balance is like. Is that too loud?
No, it's okay.
Ever since I was a little boy, winter's life and summer joy, days chase nights and nights chase days, across the sea and back to me. Later years, dusty roads and that old truck, windows down and holding hands. We'd laugh and talk till that big moon would glow, singing, easy come and easy go. And we'd sing, easy come, easy go. Now I know nothing in this life is easy when it comes to letting go. When love puts down roots, then you stumble and fall. Growing ain't so easy after all. Sleepless nights, alone in our room, cross-legged on our bed. Memories flood my mind as I smell her shirt, fields of grass and Nova Scotia dirt. And I sing, easy come, easy go. Now I know nothing in this life is easy when it comes to letting go. When love puts down roots and you stumble and fall, growing ain't so easy after all. The sweetest thing that I do each day is watch our little girl play. Laughing at the sky each day, I watch her grow. She's humming, easy come and easy go. And I sing, easy come, easy go. Now I know nothing in this life is easy when it comes to letting go. When love puts down roots and you stumble and fall, growing ain't so easy after all.
Yay!
Oh, wow! Buggy, I love you. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, great job. That was awesome. The audience loved
really,
it.
yes, I really love that song. You should, sing it more often to me. I will call you later and then you can sing it again.
Well, maybe you can tell the folks about our wacky and wild friendship if you want to. Tell them something crazy.
Oh,
I don't mind being embarrassed.
being embarrassed. I mean, if our conversations would be written down, it will be a bestseller, I'm sure.
It'd be fairly epic.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I sometimes wonder, would people be able to understand what the hell we are talking about?
I'm not sure. We have a little bit of it's not a code language, it's still English.
Yeah, right? It's a little bit of English in a mix with Dutch, and I also enjoy it when you teach me things and I teach you Dutch.
It's just hysterical, like when we get like your mom or your partner laughing, and I mean that's just the best. They get involved and join in, and I think your mom's visiting right now still, isn't she?
Yes, she is, and last week, even when we had this conversation, I know she had this laugh attack again, and I really enjoyed. And I keep telling you are killing my mom.
I think my big victory was getting your partner on the platform, because you're like, I was like, let me talk to him, and she's like, no, because if you get him on the platform, I'm going to be really pissed because I've been trying to get him on for a year and a half. I talked to him and he joined.
Yeah, that was epic. I mean, oh my God, I tried like forever. I say, hey, you should do a post. You should, sign up. You should do this. You should do that. No, it's not for me. It's not for me. I don't like to be known. I don't like this. I don't like that. And you talk to him, and he, like 10 minutes later, actually, seriously, 5 minutes later, he made that again.
I think to be fair though, we your partner and I have a real common interest in photography, so we were kind of talking on that level, and I just kind of made him believe that he really did have some cool stuff to share, and I love it when people are passionate about what they're passionate about.
I am passionate about being passionate. Yeah.
Yeah, like we don't know what we don't know, right?
Yeah, and then still we a little bit know it, Thank you guys for the Steem-iversary wishes. It's amazing to see you all here in the audience, and also on D-Live and MSPWaves.
Yes.
Sing it with me, everybody. I know Ma1ne already did it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Snackers. Happy birthday to you.
Ooh, thank you. I want to applause, but I have to push my button down. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I croaked on the high note, but we got there.
Yes.
Well, thank
It
you,
sounded
Bug.
good.
We really appreciate you taking the time to jump on here. Before we let you go, what's your favorite Snekky moment?
Oh, man.
Or favorite thing about Snekky?
I don't think I'm allowed to say what my favorite Snekky moment is.
Oh, is it that bad?
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Goodness, here goes my cute image.
No, I can't tell that story.
Okay.
Well, let me ask me, and I know you got to rush me, bum rush me out the door here, but Snekky, do you want one of those other two songs before I go, or you're good?
What do you think, Ma1ne? I don't know how we go with time. Darren would like to sing a song.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
my only concern, is that we're just running short on time is my only thing, Bug. But I mean, if it's, I don't know how long the song is, but
3 minutes.
Okay. I think we should be okay. I've got 27% battery here, so we're running. We're really running low on juice here. Is my only other concern.
What do you want, Snekky? She was looking at me, or shave your legs?
Oh, that's a hard choice. I would say, oh my God, shave your legs.
Okay. All right, here we go. Got my thumb on the screen, I'm trying to text, trying to figure out what comes next. I got a smiley face that's winking, and a little black bar that's blinking. Drawing a blank, I can feel my heart sinking. It's hard to write, but girl, this is what I'm thinking. Baby, shave your legs and I'll shave some ice. I want a little margarita with sugar and spice. You know what I mean, that's the out of them jeans. Baby, shave your legs and I'll shave some ice. I know what I'm feeling, but my fingers won't move. I deleted every letter, trying to improve. Tried to explain with an FYI. My message didn't send, I keep hitting retry. It's time to saddle up and start to fly. When I get home, girl, you can read it in my eyes. Baby, shave your legs and I'll shave some ice. I want a little margarita with sugar and spice. You know what I mean, that's the powder them jeans. Baby, shave your legs and I'll shave some ice. All I think about, and don't you ever doubt, some guys walk away, but I'm here to stay. So baby, shave your legs and I'll shave some ice. I want a little margarita with sugar and spice. You know what I mean, that's about it. Then jeans, baby, shave your legs and I'll shave some ice. Baby, shave your legs and I'll shave some ice. Baby, shave your legs and I'll shave some ice.
Awesome.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Bucky.
You're welcome. Happy birthday. I'm
Thank
out.
you. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Bug.
My pleasure.
Now, here I am trying to get Darren into the right room, but for some reason, Discord is
Yeah,
biting
hold on a minute
at me.
here, actually. So, let me test something real quick, all right?
Okay.
Tell me if you can hear this. Ooh, we might be in business. All right, so I plugged my computer in, and I'm not. Can you hear any additional noises or craziness?
Well, I hear craziness in your voice.
Well,
Does that sound...
that's normal. That's normal. But you don't
No,
hear any
then
kind of
everything's
crazy
fine.
electrical sounds or anything?
Nope, not
Okay.
me.
All right. Well, I'm hoping it won't do it. But if it does, just tell me, and I'll unplug it. But right now, it doesn't seem to be doing it. It did this to us once, like a month or so ago. I remember we were trying to get ready for the show, and I went to set up everything, and I was getting this same weird electrical feedback through my... I don't know what it's coming from. I've got to really troubleshoot my entire system here and really figure out what the heck is going on. Because before I started the show, all I had to do was plug in my charger, and literally it was making this crazy sound through my headphones. And it was the charger, because if I unplugged it, it went away. So I don't know. It's one of those things, I guess. But apparently it's working right now. And we're going to try to see how long we can go here. We've got a half hour left of the show. We appreciate all of you taking the time to join us. This is Ma1ne Snekky here on MSPWaves. We're here each and every Wednesday from 10 to midnight, and we are celebrating Snekky's 2-year Steem-iversary here today. So let me see here. I have one other person who wants to come on real quick and tell you something, Snekky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we can try to see if we can get Darren in here possibly after that.
Okay.
Now
I'm getting nervous.
All right, this person says they're ready. So let me bring them in here. I can do this. Move to boom. All right.
Mandel Sage.
Mandel Sage, are you there? Can you hear us? Are you muted? No, you're not.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's because I was on D-Live and it was late.
Oh, right. Yes, that would make sense. You probably would want to mute your D-Live at this point if you're going to be chatting here with us. But yes, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I was caught a bit off guard there, so please excuse me. So yes, first of all, happy birthday, Steem-iversary, Snekky.
Oh, thank you so much, and so good that you. So amazing to see that you wanted to jump on. I didn't expect that.
I know you didn't. That was on purpose.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I mean, it's not to do with me, being on, but just because. Basically, I have a question. Oh God, guys, sorry. I'm much more used to being behind the camera and doing as many takes as I like. So
No worries.
Excuse the nerves in my voice, please.
Take your time.
This is live. It's being recorded, and it's permanently on the blockchain. So yeah, it's stressful.
I know.
So, but yeah, I have a question, Snekky.
Oh.
So. Actually, first, would you mind telling the audience about our idea that we were talking about a few days ago, the Golden Apple Award?
Oh, you want to bring it out in the open already?
Yeah, just a brief. I mean, I know it's still in development, but yeah, I'd like to air out the idea just very quickly.
Okay, we were talking about doing this award, Golden Apple Award, for someone who is undervalued on the platform but does create amazing content, be that video, writing, drawings, painting, whatever. We just want to make someone feel really, really special. And what comes with the Golden Apple Award is still, under consideration. We were talking about things that will go along with it, like maybe a delegation or votes, anything like that. But it's still, under a work in progress.
Yes, I'd say that. And so I've taken some time today, and I've decided to choose the very first person to win the Golden Apple Award.
You already did that?
I did. I'm sorry, Snekky. I left you out of the process.
Oh my lord! Who did you pick? Are you going to share it with us?
I am. I'm going to post it in the chat right now.
Oh dear. Should we do this? Ooh, there's a post. Wait a minute. Did you know this, Ma1ne?
I might have been caught wind of it.
and maybe most of the people in the channel also knew about it.
Really? Oh my god. Oh, I wish I could read every single word right now. It's gonna make me cry.
Yeah, actually, I mean, there's a lot there, but I actually picked one to read now, if you don't mind. One of because everybody left messages for you, but I picked one for you to read now because I just thought it was very good.
Oh, cool. Yes, please.
Okay, let me just open it up here.
So yeah, everybody can click the link right that's in the chat there that Mandel Sage just shared in the chat. I'll include this in the show post as well.
Oh wow, that looks really so. Oh my gosh, I think I'm kind of tearing. Huh.
All right, Mandel Sage, are you there?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of here now. My push to talk button is causing trouble with my browser, but okay. So here we go. This was by False Idols. He works with us curating for Snekky. And this was his message. My goodness, where to start? When Metal Sage approached me about combining our SNEK's second Steem-iversary with the very first Golden Apple Award, I couldn't think of a better person. Over my 8 months on STEEMIT, I cannot understate the amount of support I received from her. I remember the first time we talked. It was over a Whaleshares Promote Your Post show, and after she learned I made music and art, she invited me onto her Snekky and Ma1ne show. I felt so great that someone appreciated my craft enough to let me share it with new people. She has created something that helps people get recognition and feel accepted, and the feeling that comes with that is beyond words. I'm so proud to be a part of this amazing team she has created, and the fact she has built so much positive for the community. It's easy for anyone to see she deserves this prestigious new award. Thank you so much for all you do, Snekky. We all love you.
Oh man, that's amazing. I'm kind of shy right now.
Yeah, no, great job, Ma1ne Sage, taking the time to message everybody and to get those comments put in there. I'm certainly going to add something to it, so I'll send that to you, and you can add that in at the end if you'd like. I had all these technical issues, and I didn't have a chance to send you my portion. But yes, thank you for taking the time to do that today. That was certainly a nice gesture, and yes, Snekky, we all certainly appreciate everything you do for the platform. You know, you're a very kind person. You don't do anything nefarious to anyone, and you certainly have done a lot to help a lot of people here. So I think it's well deserved as well.
Thank you so much. And really, Ma1ne Sage, that this is I have no words. It's amazing what you've done. Thank you. It really means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Snekky, because really, I was off of a break on the STEEMIT for a while, and then when I came back, we got to talking, and you were like so open and inviting me to join you because you saw that I was enthusiastic about things. And the next minute, I was curating for you, and it just got me involved in all sorts of things, and I'm getting to know all sorts of wonderful people here in Discord. So yeah, I'm another example of someone you have helped on the platform, and yeah, you really do deserve this. Oh, and Ma1ne, thank you for reminding me. I wanted to say sorry to everybody because I sent out lots of messages, but it was all today. I wish I had thought of the idea earlier to be able to get in contact with more people, but yeah, what I can do, you can send me your message, and anybody else who wants to add a message to the post can send it to me, and I'll just edit the post. That's no problem.
Cool. Anything else you want to add, Ma1ne Sage?
No, that was it. I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you very much.
No, thank you very, very much. You really, really surprised me, and everybody who left a reply and said something really nice in that post. I will read it right after the show, and I will contact you all to say my thank yous. And Ma1ne Sage, you are amazing. The things you do with your video comments and stuff, you rock, man, and I think you deserve way, way more attention here on the platform as well for the things that you do. And you are going there. I'm sure of it. I believe in you. And thank you again for being so amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I hope so. Yeah, we're all on the journey together, and I'm sure we're all going to get have great futures ahead of us on STEEMIT.
I agree, and might not be with money, but it might be with amazing friendship and deep bonds and stuff. And I think that's what matters.
It certainly does matter. Yes, exactly. Sorry. Oh God.
Did I make him cry now?
It's emotional.
I'm still crying. It's awful. I am really, really, really. I'm emotional. I'm trying to hide it because that's what I'm used to do. Hide it and laugh it away. But I'm really touched by this, and I did not see this coming at all. It's amazing.
Well, yes, thank you very much, Ma1ne Sage, for taking the time to do that. That was certainly a nice gesture, and I'm curious to see where that golden apple can go, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are also deserving of recognition as well. So maybe who knows? Maybe the winner can help kind of pick who the next one might be or something like that. I don't know how you guys will do that process, but certainly really cool, and I like seeing all those comments too. So if anybody, like you said, if anybody has any they want to add, just send them right to Mandelsage, and he can add those right into the post. So wonderful. Great job.
That's it. Thank you very much. And yes, I wanted to ask, what do you think of the design of the apple, Snekky?
I totally fell in love with it already.
That's a gold earring on the apple there.
Nice.
It's just amazing.
Very cool.
I want to have it and eat it. No, not eat it. It would be no. I can't eat it.
No, can't eat the prize. You gotta pass it on to the next one.
But I can poke it, right? I can poke at it a few times.
Poking's allowed.
Yes, I like poking. Again, thank you so much. It looks amazing. Wonderful.
My pleasure. Okay, I will bow out now. Thank you again, guys, for helping me organize this. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye-bye, Mandelsage. See you soon. Ma1ne, are you still with us?
I'm still here. I'm hearing some weird funky noises, though, in my ears. I don't know if you can hear them.
I don't hear anything, no.
You don't? Okay. I think it's the charger again, making some funny noises. It's not as bad as it was earlier, but it's kind of staticky noises. So if anybody else in the audience chat can hear that, just let me know, and I can unplug it, because I can hear it in my ears. I hope you guys can't.
Maybe you need new ears.
Yidna says it's on my end. Okay, so that's fine. My ears can suffer through it.
Yes, for like 18 more
Yes,
minutes.
18 more minutes. We just gotta make it through the Snekky celebration.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I did not see this coming. That was totally amazing. And you are in on it.
A little bit. He messaged me, asked what I thought of it. I was like, sure, why not? And it sounds like something that could be really cool, for other people as well going into the future here. So any recognition that Steemians can get, I think, goes a long way. I mean, either it's just something as simple as curation. You might as well share your most recent You Got Snecked blog here.
Okay.
Any kind of recognition is wonderful, because it's just like Snook was saying, when she joined, she was kind of at a lower point in her life and things. And honestly, I think a lot of people might be in that situation when they're making their way to this platform. Not everyone, of course. But, I've seen quite a few people that, may or may not have had a lot of maybe personal friends in their life or whatever their situation may be, and they're finding these new connections here on the Steem blockchain. And that's so amazing to see. And so, any kind of recognition you can give people out there. And, and of course, we're not saying that everybody gets the participation trophy. I'm not one of those people. But the people who are actually going out of their way, creating quality, original content, they're reaching out in these communities, they're chatting, they're, doing more than just sharing a picture and saying, upvote my post, please. They're doing more than that. So it's great to see any kind of recognition for people, whether it's, again, as simple as curation, these different awards and contests and all these things that are available now out there on the Steem blockchain. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I really agree. And it's like, it's things like this as well, People make a true effort for each other. At least that's how I feel it. If I connect with somebody here, it's right away different in a good way. It's like with you and me. I mean, we would have never have become friends if not for STEEMIT. And I'm kind of rambling and babbling. I don't know why.
No worries. Yeah, no, and it's this whole entire journey. We talk about this every week, and that's part of why we do this show, is because we love talking about this journey that we are all on together. We're all here together. We're all experiencing different things in different ways, but it's just so much different than any other social media that we've ever experienced. I think most people who are here would say that. They're not having this type of experience on other platforms. I mean, maybe they are, but I'm certainly not. And the friendships I'm making here, the connections, I mean, Steamfest just got announced. There's going to be a whole bunch of people that are going to fly halfway around the world to Poland to go meet each other because of Steam. You know, that's really amazing that that type of stuff is going on. That it has that much power, that it's drawing people out of their houses to fly halfway around the world to go meet other Steemians. I mean, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm considering, you know, Poland is still, it's doable for me, but yeah, I love the fact all these meetings, and there are so many of them, you know, to look at the post that people make afterwards, and they share their pictures and seeing happy faces together, and it's amazing. It makes me so happy to see those things.
Absolutely. All right, so we do have another guest who wants to jump on and maybe sing a song for you, Snekky.
Yeah, is it the person that I thought it?
Yes.
I think it is, because I could not dragging him in.
I'm going to try. We're going to see what happens here. So I'm going to try Darren. So let's see what happens here. All right, Darren, are you here?
Good.
I think I hear you. Are you here?
I hear him, but Darren.
Good evening from England. Good evening. I am here.
Wonderful.
Hello. I am here. Yeah, I am. Hi. Yeah. Do you hear me?
Yes,
Hi,
we can hear you. Yeah. Do you hear us?
I can hear you. Loud and clear.
Wonderful. Well, if you'd like to sing something for us, that would be wonderful. Or for Snekky, I should say.
Okay. I do. Yeah. There's a massive echo, like a delay. Let me just saw this.
Are you still listening on DLive or anything like that, or another website? Make sure you close
I'm listening
that.
through MSP, like I generally do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. As long as you don't have any other sources open and you're just in Discord here, you should be okay.
Okay, cool. So shall I? Let me think.
Oh, we lost Darren. What happened? That was weird.
Oh.
Darren totally disappeared.
I think he's just he realizes he needs to close his MSPWaves. I'm not sure why. Maybe he closed Discord by accident.
Let's see. Oh, he's back in the broadcast room. So hold on. Let me pull him back in here. Okay, Darren, are you here?
I'm back. I'm back.
Don't click anything.
Don't push any buttons.
Okay. Hello, Snekky, I am here. I'm not clicking nothing.
You're here.
Oh my god. Is there a delay? What the hell? This is crazy, batshit crazy.
You should only be listening through Discord, no other websites or DLives
right,
or
guys,
any of that. Yep.
Right. Yeah, listen. Let me shut off. There you go.
Yeah.
Right, that's better. Okay, fucking hell. I had MS. Oh, my language is bad. I had MSP website open, so I do apologise. Am I coming across loud and clear? It's probably a bit echoey because I've got my reverb on.
You're good.
Me and Yidnith like our reverb. So my first encounter. Thank you. My first encounter with Snekky was back in January, February, when I was a little tiny plankton. Not even a plankton. I was like an amoeba in the STEEMIT ocean, and she took me into her little seahorse shell and looked after me a little bit, didn't you, Snekky? And we had a couple of late nights when we were just singing together some random shit.
Yes.
Didn't we? It was fun, and we just sort of not lost touch, but she's always been on my radar, and I guess life gets in the way, and STEEMIT life gets in the way, and it moves so fast that it's hard to keep up with everybody. But we always regroup back, and we're always attracted back to the people. Let me just turn my reverb up. We're always attracted back to the people that we love, aren't we? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Snekky? We're always attracted back to the people that we met, yeah?
Yeah, true. I totally agree with you. Life goes fast, STEEMIT goes even faster. And sometimes it's hard to keep track of everything.
It does, and I think I got snacked a few months ago, or 3 weeks ago maybe,
Yeah.
on my post, and yeah, and just it's hard to spread yourself so thinly, and I don't. It's very hard. Nobody's got the answer to that, but how do we spread ourselves out so much to all these different servers and different initiatives on STEEMIT, and without not upsetting people, but yeah, but people may feel a bit betrayed, and oh, you've left us on their own, and I'm quite big in the open mic community, and I think Yidneth is, and a few other friends here, music friends, and we're sort of staying within our music boundaries, I guess, and it's really hard when we have to cross over into other sort of domains, but we don't lose touch too much, I hope, and yeah, I thought I'd come in, and I wanted to make it known that I love you. Snekky, I really do, and you know that.
Yes,
and I'm always in the background, sort of stalking you a little bit.
I know.
You probably are me, so that's fine. That's a mutual stalk. We can do that.
Yeah, a little bit of stalking never hurts anyone.
Absolutely, it's perfectly legal to do that. So, yeah, and I do a radio show now with Divine, she's a really good girl, and One Media Zig, and we do a radio show on SMA on a Wednesday. It's awesome, I'm a co-host there now, and yeah, so I'm sitting on the other side of the fence now and having musicians on and listening to them, which is really weird for me to listen to other people play, and for me with my ADHD ways and my hyperactivity, it's quite hard to sit still too long without fiddling and going on my guitar, So yeah, it's been a hell of a journey, and yeah, I've always kept my eyes on you, if you like, in the nicest possible. Yeah. And, so I want to play you a song, which is I think is one of your favorite songs that I've written, called Early Morning Light.
Oh yeah. yes, please.
So how's that sounding?
Sounds good to me. Main for you?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, so I've got some reverb now. Can you hear the reverb? I'm in the man cave. It sounds like I'm in a man cave, but I'm not really in a man cave. I'm in my imaginary man cave. So happy second Steem anniversary, Snekky, and this is for you. This is Early Morning Light by me, Darren Claxton. A long time now to know. Wasted all my highs and lows. Pulled apart my head, but it shows. Save me now, I'll go. Pulls apart, but you just unkind. Far beyond my mind. Studied hard just to find. Close the door, you crossed the line. Where you now, you're far behind. Early morning light, divine, I know. Say it locked inside. For now, it shows. Think sometimes when you felt alone. What you're feeling now is just slow-mo, slow motion. Slow motion. I survived and the battle ends. My soul is safe, caressed, full of heart, well, that depends. Change your life and start again. Win the fight, the battle ends. Early morning lights, divine, I know. Say what's inside, for now it shows. Things sometimes when you're alone. What you're feeling now is just slow-mo, slow-mo, slow emotions, slow emotion. I love you, Snekky. That was just for you.
Awesome.
Oh my God, I am fangirling here. Thank you
I
so
want
much.
pants. I want pants. Throw pants at me in the
No,
audience.
no. It's my pants. You stay away from my pants, mister.
Okay,
That's
oh,
funny.
that was, yeah, no, I hope you liked it, and that's for you. And it's
Absolutely.
late, and my voice was cracking up a bit, but it's always nice when the voice breaks a bit. It gives
Right.
it that little bit more of a husky edge, doesn't it?
Husky.
Yeah, so the husky edge, yeah. You're
Yeah.
listening to. So you're just a lovely soul, and as soon as I met you, I was very attracted to your personality and the way you are, and yeah, it's a special gift, you know. And there's a lot of us here like that, I think, that have that
Yes.
special gift to just connect with people, and it's hard to quantify and describe how that happens. None of us can do that. It's just the way we are, and it's one of those things of be yourself. Everybody else is taken, and Snekky really amplifies that with me. She's herself, and you like it a lump, and we like it because she's lovely. So I bid you lots of love from me. So thank you.
Oh, thank you for being you and your amazing music and your talents that you share with us here on the platform. And I'm looking forward to everything that you will do, and I will still follow you around like a stalker snack. So, and thank you for jumping on.
Yes.
It's my pleasure, absolutely my pleasure. I'm still up late, especially 'cause it's what is it now? It's
Yeah.
1 a.m. So
Unfortunately, we gotta say goodbye because we're running out of time. We've got like literally
Thank you.
a minute or so left of the show. So thank you very much, Darren. That was wonderful. Great job.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Kick me out, dude. Thank you.
All right. Feel free to share the blog link for Darren Snekky if you'd like. And thank you so much for him for joining us. And of course, big thank you to everybody who took the time to join us today on Ma1ne Snekky. Big shout out to all of you. We had a very nice audience with us today, and of course Snook joined us as a live guest today for an interview. We've had a number of other people, of course, giving you well wishes in the chat. We had the Bug IQ join us. We had Yidneth join us. Mandel Sage jumped on the show with us. What do you want to say for your final thoughts here, Snekky?
That I need help. I need help sharing the links. My STEEMIT is stuck.
Oh, it is? Maybe it's stuck
And why
for
is the
everybody.
bug ringing the cowbell?
Because it's the
That was for
cowbell.
sound wave.
Yeah, we just need more
Oh.
cowbell, you know? That's just the way of the world. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to help out.
Right.
Darren, please, if you hear me, share your own blog link, please. For some reason, my STEEMIT is not working.
Okay. All right, Snekky, final thoughts. We only got about 30 seconds here.
I love everybody. Thank you all for being here this evening. It's amazing to see every single one of you. You all rock. Keep doing what you do. Keep steaming. And feel free to join us again next week if you want to be a guest on our show. Contact us, send us a DM, and we will respond to you. We don't bite. Well, I do. Ma1ne does not. Thank you.
Of course, everything you heard on our show tonight was our opinions only. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. What do we say?
Always buy your own apples. Do your own research. Sorry.
Always do your own research. This is
Yes.
Ma1ne Snekky. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday night, 10 to midnight UTC. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.